My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 445. In this lecture, we will try to understand indicator variables, feature engineering indicator variable. So now we will learn a technique called converting a feature into indicator variable. This is one of the techniques for feature engineering. Let me try to explain this with couple of examples. We will discuss this when we do case studies. Let me just introduce the concept with some real world examples. We actually see this in practice when we do case studies. Example, let's assume I have height as a feature, isn't it? Let me say I have height as a feature in one of my tasks. Now, one way is, since height is a real valued number, I can leave it as a real valued feature. The other alternative is converting my height into an indicator variable. If I say my height is greater than 150 centimeters, then return a value of 1. Else, if height is less than or equal to 150 centimeters, return 0. I can write a sample function like this. So now instead of using height as a feature, height as a real valued feature, instead of using height as a real valued feature, if I convert that into a binary feature, I am converting height into a binary feature, binary indicator variable feature, such that its value is going to be 1 if height is greater than 150 centimeters. Its value is going to be 0 otherwise. This is called as converting a feature, in this case a real valued feature, into a indicator variable feature. Indicator variables are mostly binary. You might ask, why are we doing this? Again, it is very problem specific. It could so happen that if you have height greater than 150 centimeter, it is useful. This information is useful for prediction of some intuitive way. Again, when you are designing indicator variable, big question here is, how do you decide threshold, isn't it? This 150 centimeters, this 150 centimeters is threshold, isn't it? Again, this threshold is problem specific and domain specific. There is no hard and fast rule and what this threshold should be. This is very problem and domain specific. Suppose if I am trying to determine whether person given has height or her height is male or female, if I am trying to predict gender from height, probably 150 centimeters may be right threshold, because you seldom see men who are less than 150 centimeters. This is very problem specific. This is one way, by just using an if else condition. Whole thing can be written as, if height is greater than 150 centimeters, return 1, else return 0. So you can convert your real valued feature into an indicator variable using simple if and else condition. This is one example. Let's take other example where your feature is categorical feature. Your original feature is actually a categorical feature, Let's assume I have my feature which is country. Imagine if I have a feature which is country. Country can take all the values of 195 countries in the world. I could convert this country feature, which is actually a categorical feature. I can convert it into indicator variable, again using if and else conditions. I can say if country equal to India or country equal to USA, return 1, else return 0. This is an other way of converting your categorical feature country into a binary indicator variable feature, and these are called indicator variables because whenever it is 1, it is indicating us the country is either India or USA, and when this is 0, it says it is indicating us it is not India and not USA. Similarly, in example 1, indicator variable, it is indicating us whether height is greater than 150 centimeters or not. That's why it is called indicator variable. Again, you can convert a categorical feature into an indicator feature into an indicator variable, again using if else conditions. Of course, you can have any one logical operations. It need not be OR, isn't it? It need not be OR. Even you can make use here in the place of OR, you can write AND, isn't it? You can have any of the combinations. This is one of the this is one way of converting again indicator. We will see using indicator variables in our case studies, how to use indicator variables in our future case studies. If you think about it, feature engineering is all about the beautiful hacks. There are small elegant techniques. This is very creative part. It is very creative aspect of machine learning on how to featureize data appropriately. We will see a lot of examples as I promised you, as I promised you when we actually solve the case studies. We will see lots of examples of feature engineering like indicator variable in our future classes. Thank you very much.